Hello, welcome to Serenity Secrets podcast. Today we are diving into a special segment where we highlight a local business owner. I would like for everyone to meet Kaitlyn Knox, owner of Aesthetically You by Kaitlyn. How are you doing today, Kaitlyn?
I am great. I'm doing great. How are you today?
I am good. Is business booming over there? I know you've been pretty booked.
I have today I'm actually just kind of taking the day out to not do anything and get my own self-care going on. So that's what I'm
Yes.
doing this morning. But I'm doing good and thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for being on the show. Okay, so could you give everyone an insight on who Kaitlyn is?
Yeah, Kaylin is just a lot. Kaylin is a lot. Um, I would say Kaylin is just all around. Um, I blend in with I wear many hats, many faces. I blend in with the scenario, whatever is going on. So I got a lot going on. Business, mom life, personal life. So Caitlin's just busy. Caitlin's busy.
And you mentioned like all of the hats that you wear and how you blend in. You have actually dove into different aspects career-wise and have multiple certifications in multiple areas.
Yes.
Do you mind naming a few of them for our audience?
Yeah, of course. So the first one for sure, I have my license to be an esthetician. So I did go to school for that. So that's skincare, and also what comes with that, I also have a certification in chemical peels. I know that's like a big thing, especially like on TikTok, the more harsher peels. And I would like being an esthetician, I can't do the harsher peels as dermatologists and doctors do, but there are peels that we can do. Uh, just to name a few, dermaplane certification. If you don't know what dermaplane is, we can always go into that, and you can reach out to me and I'll explain to that. I have a domestic violence certification to help with not only women but men as well, to feel safe, and I'm trained on actually helping clients in that situation. So I have a lot, girl. I got a lot.
Wow. So, of all of those things, what made you say to yourself, skincare is the route that I'm going to go in and invest my money into open my own business?
I actually, I would say about 2 years ago, I just got really big on taking care of my skin. And I was living in the city. I was in Fort Worth at the time, and that's a thing down there in the city.
Yes.
That's the thing. The beauty industry is huge, and I kind of got into it and just learned what I could do at home. And then I had no clue what an esthetician was. I didn't know the word. I didn't know what it was. So I did my research and found out what it was to be an esthetician, what it takes, and the schooling. So I loved it, and I'm like, you know what? I love it so much, and I'm buying all these products for me. I might as well go to school for it. I want to learn more. I want to help other people with their skin. So that's how I got into it.
And then you came back home and brought this back home to Arkansas.
Yeah, I came back home. I came back home. As much as I love the city, I do have daughters, and I will say it is different raising your children in the city than it
Hmm.
is in the country. So not only did I want to bring my daughters back home to a slower paced lifestyle, it's not huge. That's not huge here in little Arkadelphia. So I wanted to bring that back here and start something here for the folks back at home. So we're here.
And we are glad that you decided to come back home. You're right. It is, as a mom, it is that security and safety of knowing that your kids are in that environment where you feel safe in the environment that you know. But to see an entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur and a Black woman entrepreneur bring something home and be like, let me give this to my people, show them
Yeah.
what we can do. So,
Well,
yeah,
I do it out there in the city. I can do this at home.
yes, I commend you for that. And with being a girl mom, have they gotten into like the skincare products or do they try to mimic you?
Surprisingly, like my oldest daughter, she's 11. She's a tomboy all day. So she has nothing to do with it. I'll give her a facial every now and then because she's in that preteen stage where she does get acne every now and then. So I'm like, now it's time to get a facial. Uh, Also, surprisingly, it's my youngest daughter, my 5-year-old, that is huge on it. She'll be in the bathroom in the morning. She does her skincare routine. She has a skincare routine at 5 years old. She knows how to do a facial. And I will say this, thank you to my instructor, Mrs. Jaslyn, because in school, there were times where I had to bring my daughter to school with me. So with her being there with me, she got to see firsthand, hands on the things that we were doing in school, and she picked up on that. So every now and then I'll let her do a facial on me. But yeah, that youngest daughter of mine, oh, I wouldn't be surprised if she'll become an esthetician one day.
I
Yeah.
think I know which one is going to be the expensive one too.
Oh, yeah. Already. She already is. Yes.
And the fact that you just spoke on how there were days when you had to take your daughters with you, let's visit that topic because single mom life is
Yes.
it life be life and when
Life,
we
life. Okay.
yes, and
Life.
there are women who are watching you and they've seen you venture off and they're like, okay, she held it together when she left home, she came home and she came home a full-time boss. Like, how can I as a single mama branch out and do this?
I will say this, it's hard. It's not easy. I don't want anyone to ever think, going watching me and think like this was handed to me or I had it. It wasn't. It was hard. I started from the bottom and now I'm here and I still have room to grow. I still have rooms that I want to walk into, you know. Um, but I also will say I do have a small village. It does take a village and it's not just family. I had friends as well. Like I said, my instructor, my director at my school, they were really huge on doing what they could do so I wouldn't miss school. So if I had to bring my baby once a week or every other week to school with me to make sure I got that education in and I would graduate on time, I got that and I'm very thankful for that. But I will say, don't give up.
Hmm.
I have 4 daughters that I take care of every day. And I started this business. It's hard, but it's very fulfilling. It's hard at first, but you have to see it through. And shout out to God because if it wasn't for God, I don't know where I would be. I don't know where I would be right now. I promise you that. So I give him all the credit for one putting these people in my life to be able to be where I am right now. But if I had a message for all the single parents out there that want to be where I'm at or start a business or you want to work for yourself to be there for your kids more, just keep going. You're gonna have days where you want to give up. You're gonna have your downfalls. You're gonna take one step forward and be pushed 10 steps back. But you got to keep going. You got to wake up every day and you got to want it and you just got to keep on going and you got your kids watching you. And I want them to know mama didn't give up, mama kept going so I could provide them with this lifestyle. So my message is keep going, keep killing it, got to.
And for the people who are like us, who are like, I've dove into various aspects,
Yeah.
what advice would you give them when they're like, okay, I've been trained in this, I'm certified in that, but how do I know where God is leading me? Like, what is going to be that business? Like, how do I step back and assess that?
Pray about it because there were times, I will say this, the first 3 months after I graduated, I've accomplished so much. I haven't even had my license for 6 months yet. So to have a business and to be working for myself and not anybody else in my own suite at just having it for a few months, that's a big accomplishment. But it took a lot of days where I questioned myself, like, is this actually what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, I know I spent this money to get my license, but it's not really working out and this and that. And you gotta talk to God. Like, if it's one thing that I tell you that my mom used to tell me or still does, you talk to God like we're talking right now. Just
Hmm.
flat ask him, like, Lord, what is my plan? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And you gotta trust the process. They say trust the process. So
Yes.
if you're not sure or if you're not getting the results that you want, still keep going, because there were days where I showed up and I did not have clients at all, but I trusted the process and I'm like, Lord, I don't know what you got going on for me. I don't know the plan, but I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or else I wouldn't be here. Or this is what I want to do. I spent my money on this, and God, it's just not. I'm not seeing it through. Talk to him. Talk to him like you talk to your bestie. Call call him or talk to him. So really pray about it and just ask him, and you'll get your answer. You'll know. You'll know for sure.
And with you being strong in your faith,
Mhm.
and when people think about skincare, they think about it being in that self care realm. And we know that we've been taught, being church kids, that self care is self love. That's a part of what God wants for us. Did that
Yeah,
help you in that realm of like, I'm going into this to help people care for themselves and love themselves?
absolutely. I will say I can't speak for others. I can only speak for myself. But I will say, me personally, I love helping people. I'm a giver. So, whatever I can give or whatever I can do to help the next individual, I will. So, choosing this career where you can help someone relax after a long day. I actually, my ideal audience, of course, is everyone, but like hardworking people that don't get to do the self care or don't get to give themselves self love. I love to instill that in my clients. So yeah, it does, because you have to have it in yourself. You have to want to be a service to others, to do something like this. Most people, they get jobs just to have them, but you can tell if somebody actually wants to do this or not, or actually wants to help you or make you feel better inside. So that's me personally. I choose to help my clients see the love in themselves. I want them to walk out of here and be like, you know what, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I need to do this again.
And I
Absolutely.
know for me in the education field,
Mhm.
when I am watching one of my work babies and they learn something new or they see something new in themselves for the first time, it's a joy. Like it fills my heart. Do you have that when you have had like a mom or somebody who like it's like, I let myself go. I haven't spent some me time in a while, but they come to you, or even like I've seen you like have men to come sit in your chair, and for men to be like, that's a woman thing. I ain't never worried about that, but they relax and they let themselves go and they see the after results. How does that make you feel knowing that you touched them?
It makes me feel like I'm doing the work that God wanted me to do, because I've been there. I've been the mom that I couldn't do those things for myself. I couldn't have those self-care days. And so to be in a place that God put me in, to be able to give that to other moms or other dads or just people in general that don't normally get to do that. Oh yeah, it makes me feel amazing. Amazing. It's a good feeling. I had a client about a week ago, and I actually have a lot of first time clients.
Oh wow.
First time clients like, oh, I've never had a facial before, I've never had this done before, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, come on. And I love making people feel comfortable, like I keep it professional, but girl to girl, or whatever, you're comfortable, you can talk to me about anything, I'm good here. So yeah, it makes me feel, especially a guy. Um, I have a lot of blue collar men that you would not expect, but I want them to know as well, like this is okay. It's okay to have a day to yourself. It's okay to get a facial done. It feels great. And you look great afterwards. So yes, yes, it feels amazing. I'm actually blessed that I get to have. I love the ladies, of course, come to me. But it's it's advertised as a woman thing, you know? So men don't get to really get these things done. So I'm actually shocked myself that I've had as many male clients as I have to get to be able to do this. So I love what I do. Absolutely.
And the name of your business is Aesthetically You. How did you come up with that name? Was that given or was it something that you like went back and forth on?
Honestly, it had to be God because I remember sitting in class and my instructor had us come up with our name and our logo in class, and she was like, "Y'all got to come up. We start this now. Like this is your business. We're starting now while you're in school." And the name just popped up in my head. I'm like, "Whoa!" So I give credit to God on that, and I just took it and I ran with it. And I mean, to me, it has meaning. So aesthetically, you is this isn't about me. This is about you, and I want to show you. I want you to feel aesthetically yourself, and it's. I feel like in the name, when you say the name, you can. It's servicing in the name. So yeah, shout out to God because I literally it just came to me like that in class and I ran with it.
Yes. And for those who don't know where you're located, can you tell them how to find you, like, and how to reach out?
Yes, you can find me on social media. My Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok is Aesthetically You by Kaitlyn. I'm located in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. The location is 2503 Pond Street, Suite number 1. For those that are familiar with the area in Arkadelphia, it is directly behind the fire station, uptown across from Walgreens. I'm located right across the street from Southern Bank in Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
Yes, ma'am. And the name of our podcast is called Serenity Secrets. Serenity means peace. So we want to know, what is your secret to keeping your peace and like all these hats that you wear and even like emerging as an entrepreneur? What's Kaitlyn's secret to serenity?
Secret to serenity. How do I keep my peace? I would say just by knowing that I gave my all every day and knowing that I give a service to people and knowing that I'm a great mom and I do what I can to help people every day. It's peaceful. I get my peace from that. So I do a lot. I do wear a lot of hats, especially the business life, the mom life. It can get hectic. It can get really hectic. And I will say, God must have poured a lot of the sugar patience in me when He created me because I got a lot of patience. When He was making me, He must have poured a lot of patience in there. So I do have a lot of patience. I guess it does help having 4 daughters. You got to have a lot of patience.
Yes.
Patience with that. So just knowing that I've at the end of the day I've done my best and I've serviced someone and I've helped someone feel good. That's where I get my serenity from.
Do you plan on expanding in the future and growing or either branching out to other towns?
I actually do plan on growing. So eventually, I don't have a time frame on it yet, but eventually I would love to be in a place where I can accept other estheticians and cosmetologists fresh out of school. It's very hard to get in when you're fresh out of school. So I would love to be in a bigger building eventually one day and being able to work with the local cosmetology schools to accept the new students or the new graduates to kind of show them the ropes right out of school and just give them a shot. So yeah, I do plan on expanding. Ideal locations will be Little Rock, Hot Springs, of course, but we'll get there.
Yes,
We'll
and
get
I that is needed. It's time. I agree. Like when you're fresh out of school and you have just finished, especially after you pass all of your tests, everybody needs somebody that can hold their hand as a mentor and be like, you don't have to stress about doing it on your own. I did it on my own, so let me help you.
the world. Yeah, we
Yes.
it's definitely needed. If I could do that, and I will get to that point one day where I can help the students. Because once you graduate, kind of hard in these smaller towns because once you graduate, it's like, okay, what now? What now? Where do I go? But if you could have someone that's done it before and they have a place that accepts new graduates and just show you the ropes for a little while so that way you can branch out on your own or you can stay. That's fine. I would love to do that one day. So, yes, absolutely.
Well, Kaitlyn, we are glad to have had you on for this segment. And I'm serious. Do not hesitate to call us if you need like any deals or anything that you have coming up. We would love to advertise them for you. Keep us in the loop for everything so we can push you out there because I'm happy for what you're doing for the community.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for having me. I was shocked when you reached out. I'm like, little old me, just me. But thank you. It's been an honor working with you, and I absolutely will reach out to you whenever I'm running my special, my deals. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Serenity Secrets. I am your host, Keandra Thompson. And again, thank you to our guest, Kaitlyn Knox, owner of Aesthetically You by Kate.